isn't that working? Check. Why isn't that? All right, I'm going to just start because the live stream thing here is so laggy between when I start broadcasting versus now. So like, I can tell that like the first X amount of seconds of this are gonna just be me fumbling around. Anyway, I'm just gonna start with a song. So I hope everybody's doing okay out there. This is gonna be a little bit different of a Music Monday, and so here we go. Oh, and if you leave comments and stuff, I should be able to see it. Let me make sure I get to the right window for that. I don't know. Wait, I'm playing it. I don't know where the comments are. So, oh, there they are. Okay, so if you want to leave comments, I will see them. Okay, here we go. I'm doing my time. It's moving slow. I'm doing everything I think I know. I'm headed nowhere. I'll be there soon. Save me some room. I did it my way. It didn't work. And now I'm looking just like a jerk. I'm headed nowhere. I'll be there soon. Save me some. I've been staring at the side of this radio, smoking the day's last cigarettes, wondering which way to go. Lord, won't you let me know? She's making something, and she just learned how. She's not an expert, at least not now. She's headed nowhere, and she'll be there soon. Save her some room. She's taking numbers, she's calling none. She likes the foreplay, but not the guns. I'm headed nowhere, and I'll be there soon. Save her some. I've been staring at the side of this radio, smoking the day's last cigarette, wondering which way to go. Lord, won't you let me know? We're doing something that we think is right. At least we're putting up a hell of a fight. Kissing babies and shaking hands. We're making promises to make no plans. And I'll be there somewhere in my room. Save me some. I've been staring at the side of this radio. Sorry, I'm reading the comments, and I'm like, wait, is something wrong with the audio or something? All right, let me finish this just in case it's okay. I've been staring at the side of this radio, smoking the day's last cigarette, wondering which way to go. Lord, won't you let me know which way that river flows? Won't you let me know? Let me know. Won't you let me know? Won't you let me know? So I got a text message, and that could be from somebody being like, hey, your audio's all messed up. I got to read that comment because I have a feeling something might be wrong here. No, that's not what I thought that was. Okay, so I have a comment here. It was, I was great at analog. I scared of digital. Oh, okay, good. All right. J Rock Nurse. Sorry, I gotta like stand up and read these because it's kind of far to my screen there. Okay, so J Rock Nurse. I was great at analog. I am scared of the digital. PreSonus seems like the way to go. What's better for a guy that's records alone, the pro or the artist? Thanks. Hey Jay, that's a great question. Oh, good. The sound is awesome. Sound spot on. Yay. Okay, so I did all the proper preparation before I pushed streaming. So Jay, hey buddy, the best, I think the best like lesser expensive interface that you can buy for, you know, the pro or the artist, super simple, super cheap, the Focusrite 2i2. The original ones go for like $50 on eBay all day. So I would say just buy one of those. I mean, yeah, the PreSonus, the audio box is good. I will say something about the old one. I had one, and when I got away from it, I realized how bright those preamps were on that PreSonus audio box. It wasn't bad. I made a bunch of really good recordings with that thing, but in hindsight, like I was like, oh yeah, that's a little bit more bright than I personally like. So it depends on your taste. The Focusrite preamps are a lot more transparent, whereas at least on the original PreSonus, those preamps were a little bit on the bright side. Hey, Joseph Williams. I'm glad I decided to do the live stream thing too. All right, so let's talk GarageBand and beyond for a minute. So if you are a regular viewer here on the channel, you have probably noticed that I have not been making a bunch of videos in this month of March in particular. And yeah, it's not really due to the quarantine thing at all. It's my dad passed away, unfortunately, on March 9th. And that, you know, obviously changed my life a lot and changed my my workload a lot. You know, I'm like, I got to do pretty much everything now that he used to do. He still has a few businesses in the area, had a few businesses in the area, which I'm now running for my mom, kind of a thing. So I've been doing that actually already for a few years, but now I'm doing 100% of it. So that's definitely taking some time for me to learn. Plus, sort of the process of like sitting down and making YouTube videos right now is just sort of not all that, like, I don't feel like I don't have it in me to like sit down and like make tutorials where I seem happy and chipper and stuff. So yeah, you know, thank you very much. You know, you guys, you know, I just, so I do thank you for watching the old videos and coming here for the live stream. I just wanted to give you a heads up. That's what's going on. And I will be making more videos for the channel and all that kind of stuff. But anybody who's been following me on the Facebook page will know that I got this thing, which is so lovely. This is my Fender P-Bass. It's a 50s road-worn P-Bass. So the neck is a little bit wider than your average neck. Everything's, you know, it's got the road-worn thing going on, as you can see. I think possibly they might have gone a little bit overboard on certain things. Like, I don't know how well you can see them, but like right here, there's a bunch of dots. Like, I don't know what this is from. Or on the back, like, I can't imagine what in the world, like, I don't know, maybe if you wore the same jean jacket for every show, like with all those metal buttons and stuff for like 40 or whatever, 50 years, and you played this bass and this bass only, maybe these kinds of things could happen on the back, but I think they might have gone a little bit overboard there. But since you can't see it, I think it looks awesome just sitting here. I do have it plugged into my guitar amplifier. Thought I'd give you guys a little... Oh, it's so great. And that's with the tone knob all the way open, so I'll close it. Okay, good. I'm sorry, I'm seeing Steve was saying that the audio was out of sync, but now it seems good. You have to take, yep, yeah, thank you. CGS. Sorry, again, the comments are on my computer screen, and the computer screen is kind of far from me. Yeah, I should just do that. I'll zoom in on that stuff. But anyway. Ugh, I love this bass. I will say that I bought it from the Chicago Music Exchange. I had been looking for this for a while. I found one, like, when I first saw it was actually, I found a used one. And I was like, I think the guy was asking like $800. And I was like, that's a little expensive for a Mexican P bass, I think, for a used one. And then I sort of regretted not buying it because online, like, they're all like, around $1,000, call it $1,100 with tax and everything. And then I found the Chicago Music Exchange website was actually selling them for $767, and I was like, boom, I'm gonna buy that. So yeah, if you want a P bass, it's sort of, vintage looking. That's definitely what this is doing. I mean, they've even like aged around the volume knobs and stuff, the volume and tone knobs. There's a little bit of fading in the gold here. I doubt you can see it there, but the attention to detail is pretty good. Even like the screws where the what do you call it, the ashtray thing would be over this bridge. These screw holes are even sort of like gnarly. It almost feels like the screws were ripped out. It's funny. It's funny little details like that I think was like, that's kind of clever. Yeah, clever. So anyway, pretty neat bass. So leave comments if you have any questions about the bass. Condenser, let's see, condolences, thank you. First live stream I've ever caught of yours yet. Hey, Jade Star from the GarageBand users group. What's up, Jade? So for any of my regular viewers out there, I don't even know how many people are watching right now, nor do I, even if there's 5 of you, I'm good. It looks like 24 concurrent viewers. That's good. All right, so, if you don't know, on Facebook, there's actually a really cool page. It's the GarageBand users page. It's like blowing up. It's growing so quickly, and the community is really great and really kind. And if you're interested in like chatting about GarageBand online, GarageBand users, that's the place to do it. So, why don't I play another song? I'm going to play a couple of the Music Monday songs. Now, if you do have any requests, let me know. In the comments over here. I will be monitoring these comments. And one mic for both vocals and guitar. Sorry about your dad. Thank you. Yeah, Steve, right now up above me, right up here, there is my AKG 414 XLS. And that's perfect for this. I can't remember if this song has a capo on it or not, so let's see. I tried to walk. Yeah, that seems right. Okay, so this is an old Music Monday song from like the first album. I never got around to making the second album. I could make like 7 albums, I think, right now. If I just like took those songs and lumped them into little groups of like, by 2 or 3 months each, I could have like multiple 12-song albums. Anyway, this would be from the first one. This is one of my favorite songs that I wrote back then. It's called I Could Be With You. And I love playing the guitar part. It's super fun. I tried to walk, I tried to fly, I tried to be a better guy. I've walked that mile in people's shoes, I've skinned my knee and healed the bruise. And as the days go rolling on, I find myself still feeling strong. As for the work, the life, the dream, I changed it all so I could be with you. I could be with you. That sunny smile, that sexy walk, the many ways that we can talk. The moment that I hear your voice and know that I don't have a choice, I've given in, I can't resist. Those little things you'll never miss. That walk at night we took in Rome the other night, just here at home with you. Here at home with you. Made a mark, you set a stone, you ventured out all on your own. You took that risk, you paid your dues, made that choice they'd never choose, and life will never be the same. We're walking down that road again, through thick and thin we'll fight that war, and nothing hurts, 'cause I can be with you. I could be with you. There you go. I could be with you. Good video too, as I recall. I sort of liked that video. Yeah, that guitar part's super cool, right? It's really, really simple. Oh, look at all these great questions. Oh, wow. Blood on my face. Blood on... Wow, I definitely don't... I mean, I remember the song, but I certainly do not remember how to play that song. Wow, interesting request, though. That was like way before Music Monday even existed. I'll tell you right now, CGS, it's super easy. Like, imagine without the capo on. We'll take the capo off here. If I'm playing C, right, the chord C. Sorry, I just want to get back to my other shot there. Okay, so if I'm playing the chord C, and if I just move that up a whole step, right, so 1, 2, so my first finger's on the 3rd fret. I'm playing, we'll just call it D. We could call it like D suspended. There's a few different names for this chord, but anyway, it's this really nice chord. And if you take like a really basic right hand finger picking, right? It's that. So it's 5, 2, 4, 3, right? Right? So if you do that, and then you start alternating this bass line, right? And then occasionally with my ring finger, I will just reach up and hit that one. Well, maybe not occasionally. I will alternate it, right? So it starts with like, right? That's the high E string. Okay, so you take that basic pattern and you slide that up to here, and it sounds like this. It's just a really nice little, it makes you sound better than you are on the guitar, like this. It's like you're basically just playing a C chord that's been moved up, but it sounds so sophisticated. Yeah, man. Fun. Okay, so Blood on My Face, that's the only request I see there. And yeah, thank you everybody for the kind words about my dad. Ooh, I'm going to miss that guy. He was like one of my best patrons on Patreon. He would get a kick out of that comment. My dad, I will tell you this, you know, my dad was like a jokester till the end. And so he always had a great sense of humor. And like he and I, our senses of humor, like often meshed very well. Father-son thing, you know. Man, I'm like cold sweating like crazy over here. Oh, and Jade, yeah, thank you. This guitar, this is like one of my favorite guitars. The Martin Guitar Company actually gave this to me for a review. This is a DSS 17 Black Smoke. I went to the NAMM show and I saw this guitar 2 years ago and I was like, unrelentless with them after that. I was like, I must review that guitar. Like, this thing is so underrated. I mean, it is such a phenomenally great guitar. And for the money, and it's a Martin, it's made in America, all these things. Yeah, man, this is a sick guitar. And I'll even say, like, these little, you know, it's getting a little glossy down there from me playing it for, you know, a year now. It's cool. It's like, it aged quickly. But beautiful guitar. Beautiful guitar. I should play something more with a pick. I did want to talk, okay, so here's the other stupid thing. I did mention this in the little commercial that I made earlier. I wanted to talk about, like, what you guys should be doing in your studio right now. And JR3D, I will talk about some harmony layering stuff for you in a minute. But I want to talk about what, like, one thing we could all be doing, and myself included. I like to keep my studio super clean as often, you know, I like to clean it as often as I can. And as is the case with many tools, the best one is like the one that's the most convenient to use, right? So, for example, a vacuum, okay? So I'm going to say, it's so stupid, but I love this thing. You know, I swear to God, if I was still married, like if I had gotten this earlier, it's possible that my marriage wouldn't have failed. No, I'm totally kidding. But this thing is it's battery operated. It's got a little battery in there. Bang. And this thing lasts for like an hour. It's really good. You can detach this thing. This is so dumb. And then, like, it's a tube, you know, just like normal thing. You can also detach the bottom of it and stuff. Anyway, the whole point is this is like the Shark, you know, battery operated vacuum. And it is so good. It's like a little shop vac. It's totally like the suction is super, super strong. And then it's so easily used. Like, it does so many different things, and it's really good at all of them. And so this is what I use to clean out my studio. Like, I probably vacuum in here like 3 times a week at least because of this things. And yeah, it's absolutely imperative, you guys, that you keep the dust levels down in your studio. Dust is an equipment killer. Absolutely, positively. If you let your stuff layer up with dust, it's gonna inevitably start getting into the little electrical contacts. You know, you'll turn a pot somewhere and it'll be like, you know, like, ugh, I should have kept that thing clean. It's a super, you know, obvious thing, I think. I sound like my, you know, how to plug in what was it, the preamp video? I'm like, I thought this was common knowledge. Oh, I know, I got out of sync till I picked, was it okay till you picked up the bass? Okay, well, I don't know how to control that audio any differently. It seems like, you know, obviously a ton of people are streaming these days, and so it's a little bit busy. Ooh, look at that. I'm having like a reaction. My skin's been so dry and weird, and I'm probably having a reaction to that guitar because, I don't know. I'm on some medication, and it's made me a little bit hypersensitive. Look at that. From my guitar, I think. Anyway, okay, so layering harmonies. Okay, so you asked, I'm about to buy a Jackson 7. Oh, cool. 7-string. Nice. So somebody was asking about layering techniques. Okay, so that's a really good question. We can talk about that very easily. So if you are talking, you know, basic song in a major key, right? Let's do D. Right? These are the notes, right, of the chord D. Right? So that is D, F sharp, and A. Right? So if you're trying to find like what are the harmonies, like just play a chord, right? Those should be the harmonies, okay? Those should be the notes that are being sung. Now, of course, you'll have to track those notes through the chord progression, but you can do that by like identifying all the chords and then finding those notes and then finding a way to sing into them. Now, when it comes to layering vocals and background vocal situations, here's what I like to do. So say I'm singing, you know, like da, 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 or whatever. There's a melody. A lot of times I will do, so the first harmony that I'll sing, I'll do it twice, and then I'll pan those hard left and right. Then I'll sing the third harmony, and I'll do that twice, and I'll pan them hard left and right. Then often I will sing the melody line exactly like I sang it before, pan those hard left and right, and then leave the main lead vocal dead center. What happens then is, and this is like one of those things, if you're trying to get that big harmonizing voice thing to be super spread out, just hit it hard left and right across the board. It makes life easy, and it sounds big, and it's cool. It's nice in choruses. It's like suddenly like the sound in the chorus is really big and open. Yeah, that was something that I sort of like used to futz around with, like maybe it should be 30 degrees, maybe it should be 45 degrees or whatever. And then I started talking to Vitze at White Sea Studio, and he was like, nah, man, just hard left and right, all of that. And I was like, okay, done deal. Thank you for telling me. You know what I mean? Like, it was nice. I was like, I don't know. It was nice. So anyway, did I answer the question about harmonizing vocals well? I don't know. I think that was a little bit like I glossed over it. You'll never know the power of the vacuum, dark side, until you join us. Yes. Hello, Nido Star. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're also locked down. We just got another 30 days, so expect many more live streams. Anyway, so I'm only going to be here for a few more minutes. I was just basically trying to do this for about half an hour, and then I might like jump on Facebook or something and see if this whole rigmarole works on Facebook. I don't know if it does. I'll have to figure that out. So if you have questions or requests, do that now. Let's do, let's see if I can remember all the words to this one. This isn't one of my songs. This is an old Ricky Skaggs song. Let's get rid of this capo. Bass is still turned on. Got those Highway 40 blues. I walked holes in both my shoes. That's all right. I've walked holes in both my shoes. Counted the days since I've been gone, and I'd love to see the lights of home. Waste of time and money too. Squandered youth in search of truth, but in the end I had to choose. Lord above, I've paid my dues. I got those Highway 40 blues. The highway called when I was young. It told me lies and things to come. Fame and fortune lies ahead. That's what the billboard lights had said. Shattered dreams, my mind is numb. Scattered dreams across my thumb. And in the end I had to lose. Lord above, I paid my dues. I've got those Highway 40 blues. Then there's a solo. I played music halls and bars, had fancy clothes and big fine cars, things a country boy can't use. Dixieland, I sure miss you. 'Cause I played music halls and bars, that's had fancy clothes and big fine cars. Things a country boy can't use. Dixieland, I sure miss you. I got those Highway 40 blues. Wow, I totally killed that song. Awful. That was a terrible rendition of that. Oh, wow. I believe you. I believe in you. Or Dandelion Killers. That's a great one. Lenny. This is a Martin DSS 17 Black Smoke. It's relatively new. It's about a year old. Fabulous guitar. Maybe put the more closer, catch more bass from the front of the guitar. Yeah, you know, it's tough to do. It's tough to do the this exactly and get the like microphone exactly where I want it to be for sound, but then it not be on camera. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure. And plus, you could possibly be watching this on your phone, Steve. I don't know. But no, this isn't normally how I would microphone, like set up a mic for recording guitar. But since I'm trying to keep it out of the shot, it's got to get my voice while I talk, and that's pretty much the most important thing for you to be able to hear me while I speak. You know, the guitar, unfortunately, is sort of secondary. I suppose I could have like gone a little bit better and plugged in another microphone and had it here, but I can't really monitor these signals that I'm sending out to you guys, so I figure let's keep it simple. We'll do one microphone. You know what I mean, Bird? You know what I mean, Bird? Play the vacuum cleaner. Yeah, Jade. I hear you, girl. I hear you, girl. Dandelion Killers. I wonder if I don't know if I still have the lyrics for that. Let me look that up. Dandelion Killers. If I have that, I could try it. I don't know if I remember it. I have the lyrics. Good request. Boom, right out my back door, they're hanging up the signs. Right out my back door, they're rounding up the vines. Right out my back door, they're killing dandelions. Dandelion killers. Dandelion killers. Dandelion killers. I understand they're growing up food, wearing a rubber disguise across the sky of blue. They're drawing chemical lines. What are they trying to prove? Killing dandelions. Dandelion killers. Dandelion killers. Dandelion killers. Little old lady with a blue checkered bonnet, garden hose with the spray bottle on it, pulling a trigger, aiming at her lawn. She makes a rainbow. She makes a rainbow. And then she was gone. Right in my backyard, they're hanging up the signs. Right in my backyard, they're rounding up the vines. Right in my backyard, they're killing dandelions. Dandelion killers. Dandelion killers. Dandelion killers. gosh. I love that song. That's a song by my good friend Nathan Moore. That's a good request, whoever requested that. I haven't played that song since I recorded it, like a year and a half ago. So that's pretty cool. And I'll tell you, man, I don't know if you remember from like a couple of weeks ago, one of the Music Monday songs, like my voice was thoroughly thrashed. I also suffered through like 3.5 weeks of like pretty major laryngitis. My doctor was just like, just rest your voice. So my speaking voice has come back pretty much totally fine, but like my falsetto is still like kind of weird. But at least my normal voice is back. All right, so I should check those comments, see if any. Play for Ryan Adams. Yeah, thank you, Jade. Do I know any budget guitars that sound like a Martin? Yeah, that's a tough one. Not really. Is it the same guitar as the D18 and D28? It looks a little more Gibson J45-ish. That's because of the flat finish. Steve Notice, good call. This is actually a slope shoulder guitar. So yeah, you're right. It's totally like a J45-ish kind of thing. But I will say this, this has got to be at least, I would guess, like 4 or 5 pounds lighter than a J45. This thing is like a featherweight, and that is one of the things that I love about it. Every time I pick it up, I'm like, man, that guitar weighs absolutely nothing. Really basic finish. There's not even any grain filler in the wood here, so like it's like ultra light, this thing. Super, super great guitar. So sorry, I'm going through these comments here. Still sounds good, great, J, works for me. I mean, I'm trying to think about budget guitars that sound like Martins. You know what? I'll say this. There were some guitars out of like the late, well, let's say mid 70s to the early 80s that Hohner made. Hohner, like the bass or the harmonica company, Hohner, right? They made, I think it was like there's also the Ibanez, wasn't it like Yaris or something? They made some pretty decent acoustics. But no, specifically, I know that there were some like late 70s, early 80s Honers. You know, if you can find one of those, they sound pretty darn good. Like pretty Martin-esque for sure. Not a Martin, but if you're looking for something on a budget, I would look for an old Hohner. Because I've had one of those and I loved it. I actually gave it to somebody, a student who needed it. Dawes. Yeah, right? I'd love to play you guys a Dawes song. It's too bad my piano's not in this room. Faith guitars are really nice too, for sure. But you know, I always tell people, like, always look for used stuff because you'll never believe what you can find sometimes. There's so many different Martin models now, and so many over the years have sort of come and gone. So it's possible to find like a used something on eBay for, I've seen them go for like $500 or $600. I think that's pretty good for like some of like the one that has like the, what do you call it, man-made material neck. I forget what it's called, but anyway, they're not like all solid wood or anything, but they still sound and play great. Some of my students have those guitars and I'm like, yeah, great Martin. It's not this Martin, but but you know. All right, kids, so quickly ask your questions if you have any more to ask, because I am feeling like I have spent enough time doing this for you guys. I'm getting a message from somebody. Okay. Anyway, so I have to respond to a text message so this person doesn't come walking into my house. So, tell me something, you guys. Ask questions, please. Ask questions, concurrent viewers. I'm losing viewers as I start picking up my phone, right? Oh, yeah, see? There you go. Steve, he knows what he's talking about, those lawsuit guitars. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is the model name of that, Steve Notice? I'm going to play one more song just so you guys know. When my live stream is finished, I will let you know. There we go. Text message out. This means my neighbor doesn't just walk in the door and borrow a vacuum. Anyway. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to... Yeah, man. CGS, you're very welcome. I'm going to play a song for you that requires a capo that fell on the ground. This is an old bluegrass song that I wrote that when I was playing in the band Sparkle Pony. What are you listening to nowadays? New music? That's a good question. I don't know, man. Anyway, so I don't know. That's a good question. I should be listening to some new music, and I should have an answer for you on that, because there are some bands. I don't know. Not right now. I don't think I have been listening to enough music lately, actually. But anyway, here's the last song, and then I'm gonna get out of your way. So thank you for hanging out, and thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting GarageBand and Beyond in general. Yeah. So this is a song that I used to play with my old bluegrass band called Sparkle Pony. There's a video of this song on the Sparkle Pony music page. It's a song that I wrote about a girl who broke up with me one time while I was stuck in a traffic jam with her. And it is called, hey, Mona Lavi, hello. So this one's called The Old Blue Ridge Highway to Hell. And it requires a little bit of participation. Participation, people. Can you participate with me, please? All right, so it's a call and response. So even though you are there and I can't hear you, maybe you could all do it loud enough that I could hear it somehow, right? So like I want to hear you like screaming as loud as you can there behind your computer or on your phone. So it's a call and response, or it's not really, it's an echo. It's an echo. That's what I should be saying. So if I say goodbye, you would echo that, right? So it'd be like, say goodbye, and then I will say, fare thee well, and you will then scream, fare thee well, right? And this happens in the choruses, and if you could, please just only do it in the chorus. That would be a big, I would take that like that's awesome of you. Only in the choruses. Anyway, this one's called The Old Blue Ridge Highway to Hell. On the old Blue Ridge Highway, I strum my guitar. It's backed up for miles, we ain't getting far. As that sun finally sets, as that cold's rolling in, she turns to me and says, I guess we'll begin to say goodbye, and fare thee well, fare thee well. It's been a good time, and I hope you can tell that I really loved you back when we fell back on that old Blue Ridge Highway to hell. Back on that old Blue Ridge Highway to hell. Nice. I hope you did sing along, and if you didn't, come on now, sing along. In a car that was rusty in the year I was born, I stare out my window and I blow my horn. She's mumbling something about just being friends. Blah. I remember meandering through corners I'd been. Here we go, CGS. I said goodbye. Fare thee well, fare thee well. It's been a good time, and I hope you can tell that I really loved you back when we fell back on that old Blue Ridge Highway to hell. All right, so this is the verse where, you ever been in one of those arguments out there, and you ever been in an argument and you realized that it's just way easier to let the other person win the argument than it is to let the argument continue? You know what I mean? Like, you're arguing and you're just like, oh man, we're talking in circles and this is awful and I would just rather this just be over. Yeah, I've been there. And that's what this verse is about, okay? Well, I finally gave in and I felt that weight lift. She might be going away, but it feels like a gift. My day's finally free, my nights all alone. I feel like a dog that's been just thrown a bone. I say goodbye, and fare thee well, fare thee well. It's been a good time, and I hope you can tell that I really loved you back when we fell back on that old Blue Ridge Highway to hell. One more time, everybody, nice and loud. Say goodbye, and fare thee well. It's been a good time, and I hope you can tell that I really loved you back when we fell. Back on that old Blue Ridge Highway to hell. Back on that old Blue Ridge Highway to hell. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today for this very special Music Monday, where I played some of my original songs. I played a Nathan Moore song for you, which was fitting because that had been a Music Monday song. So if you don't know Nathan Moore, that's Nathan Moore, Moore. And he's an awesome songwriter, and he's doing a lot of live streaming on YouTube right now during the quarantine and all that kind of stuff. So check him out because he's cool. And yeah, I will definitely be doing this again because it's fun and, you know, something to do. And I will be making other YouTube videos for GarageBand and Beyond. Don't worry about that. But otherwise, hey, you guys, thank you so much for everything. Stay safe. Don't worry about toilet paper. Get a bidet. Man, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, wait, why does it feel like the thing's blowing up all of a sudden? There's a ton of people on here now, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to get off. Well, you guys, let's see. Are there any questions? Suspenseful thoughts? Yeah, right? Yeah, man. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. And I'll be back someday soon. And do I play with a thick pick? Oh, my God. Look at all these. Look at all these comments. Okay. Hey, Tanner, I'll tell you really quickly. Yeah, I use a blue chip pick, which is now mysteriously gone, even though I just had it. I use blue chip picks. I use the CT30. It's actually a mandolin pick, but check them out. Blue chip picks. They're not cheap, but they are awesome, and totally worth it. They don't wear out. They're really, really great, and I really wish I hadn't lost mine because they're, like I said, they're expensive. Oh, there it is. There it is. Boom. Blue chip. Oh, CT55. That's what it is. Let's see if I can show you that real quick. CT55. Yes. Very thick, but really, really, really great sounding picks. All right, you guys. Now I'm going to go. Okay. I'm sorry. But peace and love.